through some glitches for the past hour and a half. My apologies. You saw my message last night. If you didn't see it last night, you're here for it now. Bill King's Fantasy Football League. It's your boy Tony D. I got my man Brian in the house. If he ever turns his camera on, because this ain't
Hello.
not Periscope. Got my man Fireman Rich in the house. Rich, how
Hey,
you doing?
we're getting notifications on the
Yeah,
phone.
I see everything popping up. We got Ted in the house. I think Ted's busy in the
Ooh,
background.
Big
Ted,
Ted's here.
you need to come up. I got to get Smoke back up here because he was here. He had to step out for a minute. Gentlemen, how are you all doing?
Gnarly, sir.
This dude said gnarly. Unbelievable. All right, we're going to throw this out there. I had issues setting up the draft. I had issues editing teams. I had one member drop out. I had to choose another member, which is going to be my fault. I am going to get laid out. I couldn't take myself out. I tried to. That's the first thing I did. And the other players were responding. I had to default, and I'm going to have to deal with that, unfortunately. And I do say unfortunately on purpose. I hate that we lost one player, but you got to keep the league even. We had more than one request to take it down to 10 leagues. So as of right now, this season's going through a flux. As of right now, I'm also not going to blame Jerry Jones for anything that goes wrong anymore because these decisions are tough, and this isn't even involving money. Jeez. Anywho, the draft is in an hour, 12:30 Eastern Daylight Time. As of right now, it's 11:32. If you are a league member, I suggest you set your pre-draft rankings now. And if you are like me, whether you have pre-draft rankings or not, and you can be there, you already know who you want. It's just a matter of getting it. So, gentlemen, thoughts on the preseason as of right now, if you don't mind. Brian, I'll start with you.
Texans are looking good. The offense still needs a little bit work, but the defense is solid. So I'm very optimistic with the Texans this year. So wild card probably is about as far as I'll shoot for. Because new coach under D'Amico Ryans. D'Amico Ryans started his pro NFL career here in Houston, and then ended up with the other teams going to Philly, and then being a linebacker coach for the 49ers, and then being a linebacker coach for the 49ers, and then ended up being the defensive coordinator for the 49ers, and now come back full circle. He's now started his career as a player in Texas, in Houston, now being a coach in Houston. So it's a full circle.
Right.
It's a circle.
Gotcha. Rich, your thoughts on the preseason so far?
Preseason, I was just saying here just a moment before you hit the live button there. There's just I haven't seen a preseason like this in years. I actually enjoyed the preseason. Normally, it's just like, okay, I'm looking at it like I do with Canadian football that's still going on. But I have to agree with Brian. Texans, they look tough. They're going to – I would agree with that. There's a lot of people making predictions. I could make some predictions. I think it's – I always over the last number of years, at the opening season – this upcoming Thursday, it's anybody's game as far as that goes. Everybody has a potential. But the preseason I thought went really well. We saw some things. Aaron Rodgers did play a couple series. He looked solid and stuff like that. So I think this is. I just hope we have. I think we're going to have a good season because of the preseason.
Gotcha. Okay, I just got a crazy email.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I had something.
No, it's good. This is typical. I'm not in the for people watching. I'm not in the fantasy. I'm just here as a spokesperson, extra person to bounce things off of and stuff like that. I don't really get into the fantasy football. I like talking about, but through the fantasy football, the players that do get into these leagues and stuff like that, it's a whole dynamic, and what a journeys we've traveled in the fantasy football league compared to I think the very first fantasy football league I was in was Yahoo years back, and I had fun with that. Hang on.
All right, Brian, do me a favor, carry this real quick for a minute. You don't mind, do you?
No, I don't mind at all.
Go. Let me sit down for a second. Go for it.
Okay.
All right. But overall, I think this year it's going to be very, very interesting with a lot of trades. I mean, we got the Titans are going to be looking more.
Titans look really tough.
They look tough now with the addition of D Hop. And that's the funniest thing because on my other league, I have both. I have both Ryan Tannehill and DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh. Now, how's that work when you're in, how many leagues are you in, Brian?
So far, this is this one right here, the one that we're in, where it's number 3.
3 of them?
So I'm in my ESPN original, the
Yeah.
original fantasy football where I started out with, and just recently I'm the new acquisition for the nonsensical nonsense fantasy
Okay.
football.
Okay, that's Glicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
So now,
how does that work? Now, there certain things where you see in one league that you might do changes because of in the other 2 leagues you're in, as far as that goes and stuff like that. You see somebody else's strategy, you take that and you apply it to say one of your other leagues.
I don't know. I just kind of like think where I am in the draft,
Yeah.
and then I see who picks up who, because I already would have my the guys that I want.
Right.
But if they get selected, okay, it's like I got a backup,
Yeah.
and pretty much it's like I just go from there.
Right.
And I just know that Tennessee is they're getting stronger.
Right.
So, and with Ryan Tannehill, yeah, even though they drafted a quarterback and everything, but Ryan Tannehill he still got some miles left in the tank.
Yeah. Just like Card there for the Saints.
And the thing about it is, like with Tannehill, though, it's like he's gelling now. Like he's really getting in a rhythm with the guys, and everything's good. Because if you saw the last 3 years, it's progression.
Well, they've been consistent. They've been right there in that division, and that's a rough and tough.
All right, sorry,
division.
y'all.
Okay.
And so they're kind of questioning my pick.
Yeah.
They're kind of questioning my pick now because my first pick was Travis Kelce, and they're like, "Your pick of Travis, they're tied in over a running back," and I said, here's my method of my madness. Travis Kelce was the highest, for player position,
Mm-hmm.
was the highest points of all tight ends.
Right.
So it's like, let me go ahead and grab him first because that's going to be useful. Because normally I would have Mark Andrews. Now that one year that I won my championship, even though they knocked me on it because it was auto draft because I was in the oil field at that time. They made the suggestion. I take the suggestion. Now I'm getting chastised for it because I won because I had Pat Mahomes. And the thing about it was after
that was a suggestion from the fantasy football then.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, for my commissioner. He told me,
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
he told me he's like, yeah, you could do auto draft. I'm like, okay, cool. Since I had to work that day. So after I get my roster, I do some, I trimmed the roster, added some some players that people overlooked, and that was the year that I won. But they're all, but they're making it fit because it was auto drafted because I had Pat Mahomes, and that's when Pat Mahomes really showed out.
Hey, when you go in to buy a lottery ticket and you just give me an automatic. All you need is a ticket to win, basically.
Yeah.
So the same thing. You get an auto draft, you work with what you got and stuff, and you were able to.
But this was what was funny because I had Pat Mahomes, and then for wide receivers, I had who did I have? I had a player from the Ravens, the wide receiver, Hollywood Brown, and then I had oh god, I can't remember, but running back wise, that was not Belair, but not Damian Pierce, but he was a rookie his rookie year for Kansas City. And then for the other running back, I had it was from the from Tampa Bay. But then for tight end wise, so mind you, I had Pat Mahomes as my quarterback. So tight end wise, I had Travis Kelsey and Mark Andrews.
Mhm.
Mark Andrews was my flex.
Okay.
And so it was like I already had like a just those right there. Like my running backs was good, my wide receivers was good, my two tight ends was good, and then my kicker I had Justin Tucker.
Mhm.
So I had a really good year. I mean, but the thing was, it was like I trimmed, like I got rid of like a little over half the roster and rebuilt it with the other
Well,
pieces.
I
And
think that's the general core. Well, I have to back up. When I was still working before I retired, the last 2 years I was working, I got to be honest, I was in a paid league. No, actually, the last 3 years, a paid league was three of us. It was a high paid league, and I just was there. Here's my $75 because it was like three of us. We had to pay seven. It was like a money league and stuff like that. First year we lost our ass. Second year, but the whole thing is in a fantasy football league, just what you said, you have to adjust. You can't keep the players you started out with in the beginning of the season. They're not necessarily going to be the same guys at the end of the season that take you to you have to make the adjustments. And I think that's the magic and fun in fantasy football, because you got to make some decisions.
yeah,
You were given a hand, but you were able to mold that to where you get these power players and stuff like that. I can remember one time we were making some decisions and stuff from this one. We ended up beating them a couple of times in the second year in the league and stuff, and he got really irate because he thought he was a pro on making the picks and stuff like that. But it's all about making the right decisions and stuff. But the key thing, like anything, is just having fun doing it and stuff. But you make different decisions. You're in three leagues, so what necessarily you make a decision on this one league might be not the same as the other two. They're all different depending on the circumstances of the
yeah.
game.
And then and also too, like I mean, I'll get like hits from like NFL.com, ESPN.com,
Okay, for
report
that's
uh,
extra,
of like who could mainly the ones that like who's the sleeper,
right?
and then whoever the sleeper is, that's who I grab.
Yeah.
Because that way I know, because I know like when the first 6 weeks it's gonna be blah blah blah, but then by the time week 11, like week 10, week 11 hits, then all of a sudden, boom, everybody's off to the races, and that's where all the points hit up, and that's what I'm like, whoever's on the sleeper, I grab them.
And with that information coming across, you got to be quick to the punch, because you got some other players that might be seeing that same information at the same time.
Right. And so like right now, in the main league that I'm normally in, so here's my roster. I have Ryan Tannehill, uh, Tony Pollard, James Conner, DeAndre Hopkins, Brandon Cooks, Travis Kelsey, J.K. Dobbins, Ravens defense, Justin Tucker. Now on my bench, I have the Bills defense, Kyle Pickett, Michael Pittman Jr., Adam Thielen, Michael Gallup, uh, Chigoziem Okawonko,
Uh-huh.
and Van Jefferson.
Solid team, solid lineup there as far as that goes. Let's
Yeah.
see. They've got CBS Fantasy Football for tight ends. Travis Kelsey, Kansas City Chiefs, is a number one pick.
Yep.
And stuff like that. So I saw there was a bit, I guess, with him and his brother and stuff like that was highlighting on ESPN, which I don't get anymore because Spectrum, they're no longer carrying Disney for some odd reason because of the money factor. So, but it was a good little blip on them. And I think he's going to have a breakout year this year with Kansas City. I really do. I think he's just a strong player. And there's key players like you said. But the thing is, it sounds solid now, but a third of the way into the league, into the play, we could have all sorts of injuries, and it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, that's why I know. Like with injuries, like I have more running backs and more wide receivers on my roster because I know injuries do happen.
Mhm.
Um, And then, it's just a lot of management, though. I mean, because I try to get like at least,
Yeah.
with the wide receivers and the running backs, at least I try to have 4.
That's the thing I couldn't understand when, like I said, the last time the paid league I was on, I knew a little bit about football, but the guy who was basically steering us, co-worker there, really football savvy and stuff like that. I remember the first year we got in there, he said, we need to go for wide receivers and running backs. I said, what do you mean? We got to go for quarterback. He said, no, quarterbacks are usually 3rd, 4th round and stuff like that. And I think that's one of the things that ever since I started playing way back when fantasy football is always quarterback. But quarterback doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win in fantasy football. It's the other. I mean, fantasy, you need a quarterback on real football, but in fantasy football, it might not be dependent on that quarterback. It might be dependent more on the running back and the wide receivers and defense. Defense has come so much into the factor in fantasy football and I love defenses. So I love it to when they incorporate that. So
Yeah.
it's
I'm checking everything in the background. My apologies, y'all.
okay. We'll just see.
My LinkedIn isn't connecting, and I don't know why. Everybody else is good. I was trying to
Ed has it up on his YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, YouTube's kicking. Twitch kicking. Twitch is kicking.
Yeah.
Twitter's kicking. LinkedIn is acting up, and I don't know why.
Oh, you got it up on the Twitter too?
Yeah, I got it on everybody.
Okay.
I was also sending the message out to everybody out there, trying to get the members to know about it.
Now, if they're not here, they're going to be automatic draft for them as far as that goes?
Yes.
Okay.
I got to sit in 60 seconds, honestly. So.
Okay.
And for all of you out there thinking I'm being distant, I'm not. Y'all got to forgive me. Like I said, I was working out the bugs, and I'm trying to get it out to everybody so they can be here, making sure we have this operating smoothly.
Well, and this gets us into the realm here as far as football season starting there to do the Sunday thing again, right, Tony?
Yes.
Talking about not just fantasy.
I want to make sure I'm able to be here every Sunday. I can't guarantee every Sunday.
I know. You got your work schedule. How much longer are you going to be on that work schedule, though?
I'll be on the work schedule, but I got other things I got to do too. Funny. So I got a couple.
Yeah, that's important. You take care of the real world stuff.
Yeah, I got the real world going on.
Yeah.
All right, let me go ahead and do this. I know Ted's busy. I think Ace is busy. A couple other people out there tied up. All right, let me get my focus back here. Got you, Jojo. You good, man? I know where you at. You all right?
Mr. B, what it be, Mr. B?
He's in church.
How you doing, sir? Oh, you're doing your list, watching this, and stick to church there, dude.
Jesus. Everybody out here, let's be clear. We got 53-man rosters on every team. Anybody has a specific team that they want to look at, now was a good time to do so. If you want to set your pre-draft rankings, now will be a good time to do so if you are drafting. For the members who are out there, when you get this message, I hope you get your pre-draft rankings set. I, being the person that I am, and I'll go ahead and be on my soapbox, I already know what I want, who I want on every team. So doing the pre-draft rankings doesn't take me 2 minutes. I'll look at where they're ranked at. Yes, we got to consider those options. I looked at what team they've been traded to because we got a few players that made some big moves. You all might want to take that into consideration, which is where I'm at. Other than that, you got to look at the schedules. I know that happens with a lot of people. Observe the schedules, observe the injury reports. Everybody should be 100%. Not everybody is. I think Alvin Kamara's on suspension. To me, I would grab him and bench him. Ain't no way in the hell you do not want him as one of your top running backs in the NFL, period. That end of story. Trey Lance went to the Cowboys. That is a quarterback shuffle. I don't know what the hell is going to happen with Dallas this year.
No, that might, Tony, that setup with Dak, that might be the same thing with what's going on with the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, and they got a good backup. That could be, that's two teams to watch as far as that dynamics and stuff like that. As far as
here's what's crazy about Dallas. You don't have Zeke no more, and you had everything around him. You got Dak. People got a lot of issues with Dak, even though Dak has great numbers. He had great numbers in the playoffs. Yeah. That last playoff game he lost.
Yeah,
he played
back from injuries,
So, to me, Dallas is setting up for the future beyond Dak because you got Trey Lance.
And you can say that with the Jets.
The Jets got Aaron Rodgers trying to help out Zach Wilson and them.
Yeah,
But Zach Wilson did not look good. He did not look that good last season.
But there's other factors and stuff like that.
Agreed.
I really think that that two setup, the Dallas and Jets, it's something that's going to be worth, because you got some old timers. They still can play this year, next. I think Aaron Rodgers is still good for another year or two and stuff like that. And what little I
was good for another 5.
Well, yeah. I'm sure, if he stays healthy and stuff like that, injury free and stuff. That's what Dak. Dak is just coming back from that injury, full season last year, for the most part. And I think that's a factor, an aspect of football to look. You got these look at these hot gun, the young quarterbacks are coming up. Some aren't doing all that great. It takes them a couple of years to adjust getting in, from college to NFL. It's two different. You're going from a warm skillet to a hot skillet. As far as
warm skillet to hot skillet.
Yeah, warm skillet is the college, hot skillet is NFL. You're not going to really be doing the exact.
Oh God. Okay, yeah, I got you.
Okay, hot and cold. Just like, I don't know, just flying by the seat of my pants here and stuff. But let's say
right. Last time we ran through the whole league with your teams, I'm trying to think of something different than what we did about a couple weeks ago, Rich and Brian. I know you talking about the Texans. I wish Mike was here. I know he has some things to say about the Titans. I've talked about the Jets. You see,
is that Michael Bathurst?
No, Mike Patton.
No, Mike
Patton. Oh, Michael. Okay. The real football analyst. I just said he knows football, man.
Oh God. I haven't seen anything new. You know what? Let me do this. I haven't seen anything new on the Broncos. I haven't seen anything exciting about the Bears.
Jacksonville. Bears.
Yeah, Jacksonville, we kind of know what's going to happen with them. I think they gelled. The Falcons. No,
I'm not feeling anything for the. I'm feeling more for the Broncos than the Falcons right now. As far as who's they hit for quarterback?
Who, the Broncos?
Yeah,
Russell Wilson.
Still there. Russell.
No, I know Broncos. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think Broncos are going to be solid this year. I think Mike Russell's going to probably have a breakout, and I think what I've seen in preseason, they might be gelling a lot better this year than they were last year. And I'm just. It'd be interesting to see how that coach situation. Falcons, I don't know who's their quarterback. It's not Matt Ryan anymore, right? That's age state.
I'm about to pull up their roster right now.
It's just like I mean, they used to be, you just. I guess when I hear the Falcons, I'm thinking about the game you went to. There wasn't really that much of.
Yeah, I had a good time. That was actually fun.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That was a good time. That stadium is humongous. Jason had a great time, so I was thoroughly enjoying it. Let me see if I can pull the roster up. The quarterback right now is.
But there hasn't been anything in the news about the Falcons as, like, say, Carr with the.
I haven't really been watching this. We got Taylor Heineke as a quarterback.
Oh, Brett Favre 2.0.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Taylor Heineke is here. I thought it was Tyler, so I'm glad I did see that. Desmond Ritter is the other quarterback. And Logan Woodside. Those are the 3 quarterbacks. Jonnu Smith is on the Falcons as tight end. Nice. Behind Robinson.
Yeah, Jonnu Smith. I mean, he went to waste when he went to New England, but when he was at Tennessee,
yes.
Oh man, when they played the Texans, this is the biggest respect to Jonnu Smith. Tennessee was pretty much like at the 5, about to score in the red zone. Tannehill goes back to pass. He throws. It got deflected, and then it got intercepted by one of the linebackers. But when the linebacker was running it all the way back, like he had probably about maybe like another 15 yards to go to scoring. Jonnu Smith was at the back corner pocket of the end zone, ran him down and tackled him. I was like,
Jonnu Smith is no joke. I'm glad I did see that. I didn't realize he was there. Yeah, we need to look at this roster. This is something I was going to do originally. Throw these rosters up here and let everybody see what's going on. So let me go ahead and let me get on my soapbox real quick.
Yeah, after that play, I'm like, all right. So every day, I'm like, he's a tight end. All right, I'm having him on my roster.
Absolutely.
Wow.
but
It-
but he was very effective though. He was very effective though, just
So
knocking him down, you know.
we're
But
gonna go ahead and get into these teams. If you got a squad, put it in the
Oh,
chat.
there we go. That's what we need to see right
We
there.
need to do this. We got to see who's where because enough is enough. We've had enough filibusters. Let's look at what people actually are. Tyler Algier, running back, yes. So for anybody wondering who's on what team, we're gonna start with the Falcons real quick because I can do this. John Fitzpatrick, I don't know him as a tight end, safety, quarterback. Taylor Henneke is on the Falcons.
yeah, Brett
Brian
Favre
says he's
2.0.
Brett Favre 2.0. Go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
Brett Favre 2.0, man. Yeah, that's who he emulated.
Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
mean, like,
That's your man. That's your man's. Go ahead. That's your man's.
I mean grown up. He's always like in all of his childhood pictures. He's wearing Brett Favre stuff. That's why he's wearing the number 4.
Oh, okay. I get it. That's
Yeah.
That's the connection. Okay.
Yeah, so he's always wearing like in middle school, high school, and pro, he's wearing college, and he's wearing number 4 because he's emulating Brett Favre. They even like showed a little video when he was a kid. He's like mimicking all of Brett Favre's moves and everything. So and then now like when he was playing, I think he did pretty well. When all the other quarterbacks got hurt, and because he was third string, and then he got put in.
Right.
He held his own.
Yeah. But he's from Old Dominion.
Yeah.
Not really a football powerhouse in college, is it?
Old Dominion's not bad. Old Dominion University, yeah. I won't sleep on them. I used to live down there in that area, so
Okay.
yeah, they will put some people out. I actually know a friend of mine. Her son played there.
Okay.
There
But I've never heard of the guy. I never heard of the kid before, so it'll be interesting. You know, just
he's been in the league for a few years. He used to be at the Washington Commanders.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drake London, a wide receiver, easy. I would
But,
easily.
He's starting, right? Henneke
had him on the roster. Henneke, I believe he'll probably be the starter because the other quarterbacks are going to come up that I was just looking at. Cordarrelle Patterson, you will be a fool not to draft him. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody everywhere, you will be a fool not to draft him. These 2 positions, and you want him on your squad.
Yeah, because he could be your running back, he could be your tight end, or he could be your wide receiver.
Absolutely. I think Atlanta hit the jackpot by picking him up from the Bears. I do personally.
Okay. Yeah.
Kyle Pitts, tight end, you want him. Desmond Ridder as the quarterback. Now, I do believe he was the one that was quarterback when I went up there for New Year's. I don't have anything positive or negative to say, except for the team was, they played football. They just didn't have the points on the board. I'll be honest with you. Atlanta was playing football. When I went to the game, it was the Cardinals and the Falcons, New Year's Eve 2023. They played football. You just didn't see the points. The game was serious. I was hearing those hits. I was like, yeah, we're not going to diss them. Bijan Robinson, I do believe he was drafted this. Yeah, he's a rookie. All eyes are going to be on this guy. Matter of fact, a lot of eyes are going to be on this guy. Seriously. Fullback Hugh Smith. Jonnu Smith, we just talked about him. You sleep on this man as a tight end if you want to. Sleep on that man as a tight end if you want to. You will hurt yourself. Logan Woodside is the other quarterback. I do not know much about this dude. Looks like it's his 3rd year out of Toledo. I can't say anything negative about it. I don't know enough. So that's the Falcons roster. Y'all might want to check them out. Anybody else got a team they want to check out?
No, that's you got that team. The one team that came out that I don't really see that much and stuff like that, but seem to be on the forefront. So, Atlanta Falcons years past, they had some some good years, good seasons and stuff. San Diego Chargers.
You want the Chargers? Let's go with the Chargers.
The Chargers, I think they're going to be. They're going to be right up there. I think they're going to just be kicking some butt.
The Chargers are
what I've seen in and I'm just going on what I've seen on preseason.
They're a threat. I will agree with you on that. They are
Chargers. I think they're primed to do something along also with the Saints with Carr. Those are the 2 sleepers that I'll say that And the Texans. I'd like to see the Texans and the Broncos. Broncos, they got to break their 15-game losing streak or whatever it is there. So it's just like you see these teams that they keep on losing and stuff like that, and all it takes is a couple pieces of change, and as far as that goes. So
Keenan Allen, you do not sleep on him as a wide receiver. I don't care what those points say. Let me throw this out there. I don't care what the points are on any board. You do not sleep on Keenan Allen as a wide receiver. You want him.
No.
Joe there. We got Will Clapp. Darius Davis, rookie. Okay. We got to see how he's going to do.
Yeah.
Elijah Dotson, rookie. Okay. Austin Eckler, you want him as a running back. Stop playing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like on my first ESPN, because I picked Travis Kelce over Austin Eckler, and they're like, "Are you crazy?" I'm like, I have a feeling I would have more of an advantage with Travis Kelce than I would with Austin Eckler.
Yeah, but what happens if it comes back to haunt you?
That will not haunt him. That will not come back. That's two different positions, but
Okay, they're both solid.
Football, yeah, as far as points in fantasy football, that will not haunt him. No, that will not haunt him. Might cost him a little bit, but he'll be able to afford it. One of those factors.
Yeah.
Also, we got to have Joe Everett, one of the more experienced tight ends in the NFL. He doesn't get enough respect. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, Charger. Call it what you want. He doesn't get a whole lot of points, but you want him on the field with you. Haven't seen anything negative about him, honestly. Justin Herbert, dangerous quarterback in the NFL. You pretty much
he's prime.
You want him as a quarterback. Let's just stop playing. What else we got here?
A matter of fact, the first year I played fantasy football in Yahoo is Drew Brees was with the San Diego Chargers, and I picked him. And it's like, okay,
Jesus, that was a long time ago.
He just took off. Oh my God! It's like, what?
Jesus, that was a long time ago. Drew Brees was with the Chargers. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, that goes. That's when.
That's when the Chargers drafted him. That's the bad part.
Exactly, and he didn't have a very good first year, but that after his first year, man, he just was throwing it, and it's like, holy crap! I wanted him for the next couple seasons I was playing that Yahoo fantasy football, man. I just he was my number one pick. I just had fun having him.
For your fantasy football leagues with defensive players, you want this guy right here, Asante Samuel.
Sweet, I am in.
Oh, you got him?
No. Like I finally got into our.
Oh, you did get it. Excellent.
Oh, okay. It started.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
We got a chat. We got hi guys. I drafted already. My weakest position is wide receiver. My starters are Godwin and Pittman. In late rounds, I picked Adam Thielen and Alan Lazard. Whew. This is a good question. This is what I'm talking about. All right.
That's a tough one.
Fat golfer. This ain't golfer. Okay, fat golfer. First of all, appreciate you coming through. Second, let me be honest with you from my own aspect. Godwin is one of your better wide receivers, but he doesn't have Brady back there. I would ask you, who's your quarterback? I haven't looked at Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I was just going to say, who's the quarterback for the other two guys?
Yeah.
That would be a deciding factor.
Let's go back to this next one. This is a super flex league, and my QBs and running backs are strong, so I chose to get weaker wide receivers. You may have chosen to get weaker wide receivers, but depending on who their quarterbacks are is what's going to hurt you. So let's go back to your original question. Godwin and Pittman. Late round, you picked Thielen and Lazard.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what the Jets are going to do or how good they're going to be QB-wise as of yet. Even though they got Aaron Rodgers and I'm a Jets man. Adam Thielen has a rookie quarterback. Bryce Young did look good in the preseason. Rich told me about that a couple of weeks ago with Carolina. Let me go ahead out on a limb. I'm going to tell you up front, I would take Thielen, Lazard, and Godwin off the rip. And I'll throw that out there. Glick, what's going on? And Fat Golfer, that'll be from me to you. I appreciate the question.
I was going to say, TJ Hawkinson just signed a nice little contract.
Yeah, with the Vikings. What up, Glick? What's going on, man?
What up, guys? Sitting here watching this going, what?
I can smell
Falcons?
I can smell your morning breath all the way over here.
Oh, it's a Falcons. I can't even enjoy my morning liquid IV.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus.
Cheap plug. I'll give you that though.
Cheap
Go ahead,
plug.
run it. Go ahead and run it. What else we got? Let me finish with these Chargers real quick, and we'll get the Glick in a second. I was at Asante Samuel, Stone Smart, tight end. Don't know much about it. Isaiah Spiller, you're still running back over there? Okay, cool. Mike Williams, you want him as a wide receiver? You want Mike Williams as a wide receiver? Somewhere in your roster, you want Mike Williams as a wide receiver. He will get you points when you least expect it, and then he will get points, and you will be mad you don't have him on your team. Trust me, you want him as a wide receiver. Keelan Doss, Zeke, yeah. John Hightower. Yeah, he was on the Eagles. He's over there now?
Yeah.
Damn.
You look at the picture, he's got a green shirt.
Yeah, I
on.
see that.
It's like
I see that.
These are all the guys that have been cut, I believe, according to what
This is the roster right now.
this is the roster for the Chargers. Click.
is it? Because over about 3 columns over, it says cut, and then you got the
Oh, I
pub.
see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're
So these
saying.
guys are all cut.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
actually roster. There you go.
Okay, so I
Gotcha.
scrolled too
Yeah,
far.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
about to do the list.
okay. Oh wow. Okay.
So wait a minute. I know they didn't cut what's his name? Yeah, they cut Hightower. Yeah, I was looking at the names and then everything. I missed that part. Good catch, Glick. You are worth a little something. I see why they want you now.
Well,
Barely.
you put up this. You know, I'm a numbers and an analytics guy, so
Okay, so that was the actives. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was scrolling down too far. I've been doing too much. My mind's a mile a minute. Anyway, Glick's in the house. Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast. He's also got the Glick Show. And then ahead, he wanted to start the Nonsensical Nonsense Fantasy Football Podcast. He's sponsored by Liquid IV. He's sponsored by Zencaster. His beard's too long. He talks too much. He gets on my nerves, but he's a fellow Has broadcaster. Welcome aboard.
you forgot W and Blendjet.
Yeah, I did forget them. It's been a few weeks.
I-
Throw him out there. Throw him out there. Glick. Get him. Throw him out there. All
No,
right.
it's saying no. This ain't that. We do that enough on our show. No, I did. I just out of just pure like out of nowhere thought I was like, let's do a podcast league.
Mhm.
I wasn't too upset. Was able to put it together in about a week, ready to go. So we'll do that today. But
I had to drop it down 10. So we got 10 teams right now.
I dropped the podcast league down to 8. So it's going to be a high scoring league if you draft properly.
Yeah, and you can do that with 8.
10 is about the max I go to, anyways. Once you get too far past 10, you're
No, it's more like
Literally.
you're going to get more than just superstars. See, what you want with these high leagues is those players people forgot to pick up or put somebody on the roster that you don't know is going to make the points. I've learned that. Everybody's always swapping and trading all season.
You still riding with Najee?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm sticking with that. I did send a message out to everybody. I'm still waiting on some responses. I know people are in church or busy or whatever, but
I'm drafting all Browns.
Remember what I told you?
No.
He did what?
He's drafting all Browns.
I'm drafting all Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, and I don't. You know what? And that's what I was going to do in one league. I was like, I'm going to stick with my team and stick with their roster. And that's going to be all.
Tony, I can remember you saying next year you're gonna draft nothing but Jets. I can remember.
I said I would do that.
Glick just saying that.
And I've done that before. I picked the whole Jets team.
I try to stay away from my actual team, but
Not this season, I wouldn't.
the
Have
last 2 seasons it's been hard because, like last year, I had Amari Cooper, and everybody was like, "Oh, you got Amari Cooper? He's soft." I'm like, "All right," and then week in and week out, he's number one guy. I'm watching him just put up 20+ points. I'm like, yeah. Tell me he's soft now.
This season, I would tell you to pick your whole squad. I would pick the whole Jets team this season. This season, I would.
There's only a couple Browns I'm looking at.
No, you pretty much want that squad.
Oh, no, I know who I want.
I do too, but you want that squad. Wouldn't bother me one bit. I would take the Jets. You would take the Browns. Rich would take the Giants. Brian would take the Texans. And it would be
I'd probably be leaning more towards the Bills.
okay. You probably go for the Bills then, and there will be no disappointment in
like,
your numbers.
I'm just seeing if they can break over 500. The Giants.
You know what? I said it before. I'm gonna say it again. I gotta see if the Jets gonna get over 500.
No, I think the Jets are going to do better than Giants. I'll go on a limb on that.
You know what? Let's do this. The Giants. I want to see the Giants schedule because I saw the Jets schedule and it scared the hell out of me.
And what I seen in preseason with the Giants, I don't got any warm and fuzzies and stuff like that.
You can't really, you can't really judge what's going to happen in the regular season based off preseason. And I tell people this all the time. I enjoy watching the preseason because you're going to see these young guys that might not play a whole lot in the regular, or in Cleveland's case, DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, the quarterback that they drafted from UCLA this year, the kid blew up in preseason to the point where they got rid of Josh Dobbs and their other backup quarterback and instantly made him a number 2. So that's what I like about preseason.
I guess this preseason, Glick, I looked at individual players more so. When it was evident, especially because it was lacking as far as the first string being in, it was mostly your second, third string in for most of the games. But then when they did have them in there for certain series and stuff like that, you saw aspects of that particular team that you've seen in years past, like the Bills. That first game they played, their defense, they had the first string out there. I'm like, they were rocking. They were just, and I never seen that before. And that's the one thing this season I haven't seen, that there's certain key players. There was more shining in this preseason than years past as far as certain players. So that's why I'm really excited about this season, because it's going to be anybody's game.
Dude, this schedule
I don't
think
there's a walk away on any
this
team.
schedule is anybody's schedule.
Well, that first game, that's big bragging rights right there, right out of the gate. Okay, and you ask any Giant announcer, that's bragging right there as far as that goes. Not worried about the Cardinals, the San Francisco, definitely. No, I'm more worried about the San Francisco and Seattle. Those are. I could even say this year I am worried about the Dolphins.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, and the Bills.
Arizona's a train wreck right now, unfortunately. I've been telling y'all for a couple of years to watch out for the Dolphins.
Look at this right here.
Yeah, the Dolphins, they've made some progress.
Look at this right here. During the regular season, Jets, Giants.
Yep.
Do not
and
be driving
as a Giant
on the highway in that area on that day. Good God.
That's another big game.
That is a huge game for New York.
Raiders, I don't know.
Raiders can put up more points. They can put up more points.
That's in Las Vegas, so that's going to be. And then again, the next one, Cowboys, Giants going down to Dallas. Look
at this schedule.
On November 19th, I won't be available to broadcast because I will be at NRG Stadium watching the Texans game.
You're good. Look at this schedule, though. Oh my God.
Yeah, on September 19th, we won't be doing a nonsensical nonsense because I'll be at the Browns Steelers game in Pittsburgh.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's
TJ Watt.
And then I think Sunday the 15th of October, I'll be at the Browns 49ers game.
Look at this. That schedule is.
So you can see that the Giants' schedule is probably almost as bad as the Jets' schedule.
Yes.
Tough schedule ahead of you guys.
Yes.
TJ Watt.
We hear you, Brian.
Tough schedule.
I hear you, Brian. Look at
yeah, it's tough. Yeah. This is the first I've seen. I knew there was a couple games there, but I didn't realize it was. And it'll be interesting to see if they can break over 500.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you, Rich. And I could look at this as a gambler. I'm scared to bet on these games. The Cowboys can beat the Giants, but that's always a tight game. The Cardinals, do not sleep on the Cardinals. They can outscore the Giants. The Giants don't necessarily put up a lot of points. The Cardinals will, and they play tough football. I saw that. 49ers should beat the Giants. Seahawks should beat the Giants. Dolphins should beat the Giants. Bills should beat the Giants. Commanders, I don't know. That's pretty much be a tight game. Jets,
they should be. They may beat them with
the
Aaron
Giants
Rodgers.
beat the Jets.
Because you look at when it's at, that's more than halfway through the season, so the Jets should be gelling. If they
should. The history says the Giants beats the Jets. Raiders can outscore the Giants. Cowboys again can't outscore the Giants. We don't know. Commanders again. Damn, they're playing. Yeah, that's division.
I thought they were only supposed to play once in the division.
No, you can play more than once.
Okay, I thought they changed it up this year. They were
Patriots. That should be a tough game.
No, I think the Giants could beat the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots are going to be as
well. They were right there. They were close to being in the playoffs last year. So I'm sleeping on.
Yeah.
Packers. I don't know what the Packers are going to do this season. I have no idea.
Big question mark with them.
The Saints can outscore the Giants. Eagles should beat the Giants, and I'm going to go ahead and say that Eagles are still going to Super Bowl this year right now. To me, Eagles are going. Who's going to beat them? That's the question. After the way they beat up on San Francisco last year, who is going to beat the Eagles in the NFC?
I mean, do you really want to give them credit for beating the San Francisco 49ers outside? Because the 49ers literally had no quarterback.
I got that. But still, the 49ers were supposed to at least give them a game. At least give them a game. So we got to see that game happen. That's why I'm going to say it like that. We have to see that game happen. We have to. Just being honest. The Rams, I don't know if there's any faith in the Rams right now.
No, the Rams, I don't think they're going to be going in.
Well, I got news for you, Tony D.
Go.
12-3, the 49ers play in Philly on December 3rd, regular season.
Okay.
So we might get to see that game.
Yeah, we'll get to see that game. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
But again, Eagles, Giants, Eagles should be. Yeah, Giants, I don't envy that schedule. I do not envy that schedule. That's a rough one.
It's a rough schedule. And the Giants are going to be the Giants and stuff like that. I don't think I haven't heard any news from them.
They're always a surprise team. You don't expect them to do what they do and they make it.
Well, the typical, let me tell you, the typical Giant fan mentality is if the Giants are up in the score in the first half and stuff, they're not rooting. This is like they go back to their the second half. They always go back to a prevent defense and stuff like that. They don't keep a consistent attack on and stuff like that. If they're losing in the first half, they're going to probably end up. It's a 50-50 shot that they're going to lose more than the 50% chance that they're going to lose the game. And so they're not, where if you take a team like the Kansas City Chiefs, they could be 3 touchdowns down in the first half. They're going to come roaring in that second half because they do something in that locker room that just enables them to do something like that.
And I'm good with it. I get it. Somebody said
that's why
Tennessee Titans. Let's look at the Tennessee Titans roster.
Ryan Tannehill and DeAndre Hopkins.
Listen.
Derrick Henry.
I'm very big on supporting Ryan Tannehill, but I thought they were going to get rid of him at one point.
Nope.
Here we're going to run it like this.
I wouldn't say their schedule's too bad for the Titans.
Yeah, I don't know let me look at their roster.
I'm just worried now because now that D-Hop is with the rival, it's like, oh, this is not going to end well.
Well, D-Hop, he was only there temporarily with the Titans. He was supposed to be. Where was he at originally?
He was with Arizona, but
originally, yes.
Yeah, he was with the Texans, and then because Bill O'Brien went all full dictator mode, banished him to Arizona.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So Ryan Tannehill, D-Hop.
So
those two, nice little tandem. Will Levis. I forgot what Mike Patton said about Will Levis. I forgot what he said.
But yeah, so I'm just worried because of the D-Hop is going to have his revenge.
Yeah, I hope he goes crazy on this.
Well, I was going to say D-Hop's probably their most dangerous weapon as far as wide receivers go in Tennessee.
Well, I mean, you still got AJ Brown.
No, he's not there anymore.
Yeah, there
oh shit! I have not been paying attention.
That's why I got the rosters up. Most of us have not.
Yeah. Chuckzy Okongo. I have him on my other league.
He's a rookie. Yeah, they're rookie tight end.
Yeah, because he's a big body. He's a big body, and he's been doing really well.
He was actually pretty. He wasn't. I wouldn't say he was like a superstar or anything like that, but he was a solid tight end for Maryland, being up here in Big Ten and being a fan of the Big Ten. Got to see him quite a bit play. He's definitely he's not going to be an NFL superstar by no means, but he's going to be a guy that's going to be a reliable tight end for Tannehill to dig him out of rocky situations.
Yeah, he'll put the hard hat on and go.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, really, their team consists. Their two biggest players on the offense is D Hop and Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just going to say, Titans, Derrick Henry, ready to remind everybody what running backs mean to the NFL. That's an AP headline there where he seems like a man on a mission. So those are bold.
Well, as we've seen in this offseason with free agents and stuff, running backs were extremely undervalued, and they were kind of forgotten about. I mean, look how long Dalvin Cook went without a team, or Ezekiel Elliott. And I know I know Zeke's on his downslide as far as his career goes, but he might wind up with a new team and rejuvenate his career. But you know, even Kareem Hunt, and he was extremely productive last year. And I don't even know where he's at, to be honest with you. I know he ended up somewhere, but
Kareem Hunt's in New Orleans, isn't he?
If Derrick Henry would play like he did that one year where the Tennessee could have gotten all the way, where Derrick Henry was basically with that one playoff game where they played against the Ravens and Derrick Henry bullied them. I mean, that play still stands out. I mean, like, he had a grown ass man. He like stiff armed him in the front and then stiff armed him again in the back.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt 3 days ago unsigned. He's still a free agent. Potential landing spots include the Dolphins. Let's see what we got here. They got him as a New Orleans running back. Sorry, y'all. Where is he at? He's from Ohio. Y'all might want to bring him home.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt's from Cleveland area.
I don't know where the hell he is. 3 days ago, unsigned. CBS Sports. What's today? September 3rd. Off contract. I'm seeing a whole lot of August 30th.
As of 1 day ago, they've got an article about the Vikings being interested in signing.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
So it's looking like as of right now, he's still a free agent.
Mm-hmm. All right, we got 7 minutes till the draft. Everybody got their pre-draft ranking set?
Yeah.
I don't need pre-draft rankings. I just need to be able to actually draft my team.
Oh, my God. Yeah, well, you're here this year. I don't want to hear no excuses.
Told you, I'm running rampant on all your bitch asses this year.
You're going to try.
And I'm starting with Golf Hawk. Week 1, I'm starting with Golf Hawk.
Oh, Golf Hawk's all on the radar.
I'm going to bury that champ week 1. We play each other week 1.
Is that last year's winner was the guy Golf?
Yes.
The asterisk champ.
The asterisk net, man.
Last year's champ. Emphasis on last year. It's a new season.
Wait a minute. Big old Nasty got the first pick. How did that happen?
I don't know. Apparently in the NFL, if you win, because on ESPN, it goes off of rankings.
Yeah.
Just like in real life. So if you finish dead last, you get the first pick.
No, but Smoke finished dead last. He got the 5th pick.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened. I don't know what you did.
Lord.
With your because I should have the 3rd pick because I think I was.
I got it on the screen. Everybody will be able to see it.
Oh, okay, there we go. So let's see what the first pick's going to be. Like,
I got the 4th pick?
Yeah, it's up. Okay, Rehab's in the house. Good. He's here. Shout out to Rehab. Put everything up here. For those of you who don't know how to do fantasy, you're going to learn today.
And there it is. This
Those of you who don't know how to do fantasy, you're not going to learn from Tony today.
Well, you're not going to learn from Glick either.
So, again, I put a league together in less than a week with no issues. So
Nah, hey, that was years ago. So Glaze doing that, Brian.
that was this week.
Okay,
Years
but you got this is only my second time ever running the league, and I didn't understand what was going on. I tried to do it last night; it was pissing me off. So, big up the smoke, Ted. Brian helped me out this morning with it. For real.
My league, I put out a message a week and a half ago. Said, you guys good to draft this day? Everybody came back. Yeah, we're good. I said, we put money in this year. Yeah, let's do this amount. Cool.
I don't want to hear nothing about money. I don't want to hear nothing about none of that mess until they give this man his belt from last season in the first place.
There's no belt to be given because nobody agreed on money. That's the thing,
They
Tony.
did.
I'm not going to be in a league where only half the people are putting any money forward.
I told them don't do it. The people that wanted, like I said, where's the man's belt? That's why I keep
again. You, commissioner, you need to lay the ball down. That's what I said.
Tell me what I need to do when you was barely here in the first place this morning. You had to wake up to get here, and I told you last night. You still forgot.
Yes, you had to wake up to get here. We all had to wake up to get here.
Oh my God!
You fucking high? You fall and bump your head last night?
No, I'm wide the hell awake. I'm not even hungover anymore. See, I've been drinking water.
I don't even know what a hangover is. What is that?
As much as you drink, I believe you.
I think the last time I had a hangover, I was still in the servers and stuff, and I was in trouble with the missus.
Last time I had a hangover was a couple days ago.
A long time ago.
You all are going to see me make some crazy picks. Anybody that's ever played fantasy football with me knows that I make crazy picks.
This is going to be interesting to actually see.
Anybody out there who swears they know what they're doing, let me tell you something. You will see a live draft right now on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn all at once. And I'm up in here acting up with everybody live. This is how you do a draft. In other words, a bunch of other broadcasters out there, y'all suck. Get like your boy.
I got this up on the full screen on my Surface 3 there.
Yes, this is television live, damn it. NFL.com, fantasy football, Bill Case Fantasy Football League. This is how we do.
I'm trying to get
another groundbreaking broadcast, except for Glick. Thank you all.
Now, Glick, what's your team?
Glick is Redneck Gandalf, I believe he is.
Yes.
Glick, where'd he go?
Okay, he went offline.
Oh, he probably has something to do.
Yeah.
Wait. I don't see him on here.
He's on here. He just turned his camera off.
No. I'm talking about.
I see Brian in the fourth spot, but
I don't see Glick's squad. Oh yeah, it is. This is a cluster. He got the second pick.
Okay, this is the cluster.
Oh, this is a cluster. That's okay. So, and where are you, Tony?
I am the third one.
I'm going to
be picking bananas.
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
Okay.
I am going to be picking the craziness. I drive people nuts the way that I draft.
Okay, so this is going to be interesting as far as how that.
Glick, where'd you go? Ted, where'd you go?
Well, Ted has it up on his Twitch channel, so and his YouTube channel. So he's probably got something he's doing in the house or something. So we got we're down to less than a minute, folks. 45 seconds.
I got 32 seconds.
32 seconds. I'm looking at different.
Myself, Brian, Ted, and Glick. League members are here. Rich is here with the commentary. JoJo's in church. Rehab's on the side. Good. There you go. That's I believe that's Golf Hawk. Hey man, I sent you a link to get up here. You're supposed to be here too. Hello, ladies. This ain't jail. What's wrong with you? Sit your short, shake ass down somewhere. Anyway. What we got going on? Here we go. 2 picks away. I know.
And we're getting ready to go. Now, this is one aspect you didn't have last season, as far as
did not.
So this is
I'm
this is
off the
cool.
cuff.
This is
Who's
cool.
first? Oh, I'm up. Draft.
Your team is now on the clock.
I know that. Draft.
Oh, here we go.
I'm in there. Go. Brian, you up?
Yeah.
Oh, we got the countdown up in the upper left-hand corner. So
Here we go.
And Brian.
Well, everybody's here picking. Good. Good. At least everybody's here picking. No,
Wow. Polar. Nobody took
will
Polar
you
yet?
stop? You're going to get with my players.
Okay.
You expected to hear like, oh yes.
Wow, they're getting picked.
Everybody's
That must be the
No,
automatic.
that means everybody's
That
here.
must be
That means they're here. That's a good thing.
Oh, you
Yeah, that
think?
means they're here.
Or is
Because
it
it don't
the
happen as
auto
fast
picks?
until they pop up.
Because you're getting some picks are like 3 seconds there and stuff. So there's
Your team is now on the clock.
Y'all jokers done took everybody. Boom. Yep, I grabbed
You
him.
ain't
Go
lying.
ahead, Glick. I know Glick is talking junk now. I knew he was going to do it.
see, I think when it says you're on the clock, that's an actual person that's here to pick. I think the other ones are all auto.
When you're on the clock, that's the one who's got the pick right now, yes.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the audio that comes out, you're on the clock now and stuff. You're actually here. Brian's here, and Glick is here. So I guess when you hear that, so let's see, Brian's coming up. Or no, Tony, you're coming up. So you're over there. So I guess maybe that's wrong. Oh, this is a cluster.
That's a Glick.
Oh,
He's calling me-
he's thinking about it.
Yeah,
He's thinking about it because it's down to 30
probably
seconds. He's
laughing at me. He
thinking
might be
right now.
laughing at me too.
He's thinking. He's letting it go. This is the first one that's gone to 30 seconds. He's thinking.
Slacker.
Yeah. He's okay. He's on the clock, so he's got 25 seconds. And if he doesn't pick, okay, he picked.
Your team is now on the clock.
Okay, this is cool. Interesting. Okay, Cooper.
Getting this over with.
Okay. Brian's on the clock. Does it say which round
Yes,
we're in? Josh
up
Allen
here on the
was
top.
taken? Okay. Smoke took Josh Allen. That's a good pick. There's Mahomes. Wow, nobody picked him first.
No, they don't pick quarterbacks first. I used to get told if you do that, you don't know what you're doing. I'm like, I think I do, but I was losing. I did win.
Like you said, I can't understand that concept. But then again, with the point system and stuff
Yes.
like that, yeah, I could see. Yeah,
Mm.
it took me a while to get, but I'd still pick a quarterback. I guess it's
Right.
like,
At least everybody's in the house. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's going. Oh, Captain Rehab is in the
Yes.
league? Oh, okay. Okay.
Your
that's
team
cool.
is now on the clock.
Damn, y'all done picked everybody. Y'all make me sick, but I'll take him.
Hey man,
There you go.
hey, you put my feet to the fire.
Lamar Jackson. Nobody can take him. Oh, man.
Oh God,
Bless you.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Now, if you pick a quarterback, do you have to wait a couple rounds
A lot of
before you
people will
pick
tell
another
you
one?
wait
or
a while before you pick your quarterback. I used to pick my quarterback first. They'd be like, why? I said, who's the face of the team? Who's going to be putting the most numbers up? The quarterback.
Yeah.
But they was like, no, you don't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Your team is now on the clock.
Oh,
Wow,
you
this
don't
is
say.
fast.
You don't say. Let's see who we got out there still.
Round
I
five.
already know who took them. And y'all make me sick. I already know who took them. You knew it.
D. Cook for the Jets.
Booyah.
Houston running back. Okay. Smoke. D. Pearson. Round 6. Oh, ending round 5. Coming up in round 6. Interesting.
Yeah. And this is what it is. You know, if you know who you want, which is what everybody's showing, this is what I appreciate.
Yeah.
None of us are rookies at this. And with you being new to it, Rich, I know this may be kind of fast-paced, whatever. You could always play it back, but always look at what we look at what we discussed, look at a lot of the factors that we took into play, look at the questions that we answered, look at the conversations. That's how you judge it. We got the teams and we like our players, but with fantasy football, it's all about the numbers that get generated. We know the highlights, but most people watch the games, who they're up against, injuries, play calls, all of that craziness. You can't just go off the highlights.
Right.
And all of us who watch sports and talk sports for the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years, if you don't know what you're doing right here by now, it's some BS.
Oh, yeah. This is, it's been a while. This is a whole different concept to going back and, like I said, the fantasy football I was on, and we basically, the one guy that was driving, he had the picks, and it's like, yeah, it looks good. I was just the money along with the other guy, and we had fun. Just I threw in a couple of like I said, he took a running back and a wide receiver the first couple picks. Where if we could have got Josh Allen, boom, and I wanted Josh Allen. Then that was the year he really 2 years ago where he really did really good through the season. But in the great scheme of thing, you look at the players we did pick over the long run, they put up probably just as many points as Josh Allen. And I gotta say,
your team is now on the clock.
Here we go. The mayor. And there's Brian. Brian's got it down pat, what he wants.
Let me take a risk on this guy. Damn, nobody grabbed Dak. Damn.
He's sitting there. Cousins is still there. Still some good quarterbacks left. Kickers.
Probably because they're on their phones. Brian, you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay. Why is your camera off? What are you doing?
I am like, hey, I am not giving away my tactics here. I am looking.
Your team is now on the clock.
Oh, F6. Okay, let's see. Okay, I got that. Okay, that guy's taken.
No, Tony, do you have an actual list of what you wanted to pick? And same with you, Brian, as far as when you go into this?
Yeah.
Or are you just going to the top of your head?
A little bit of both.
I'm going top of my head.
But it just depends. Like if I have one guy that's occupied or somebody got taken, so it's like, all right, I have to flip to an alternative.
Yeah, who's your alternative? Yeah,
so that's my method of my madness.
Right. So we're down to round 7.
Yeah, I'm going off the cuff.
Okay. Well, you're like I said, I would definitely have to have a list out and several alternatives because again but just you guys scrolling up and down the list, there's a lot of good players.
We got a short league, and this is what Smoke was talking about as far as picking a lot of the premier players. I get it and I see it because I'm seeing a lot of who's still left up here. I'm actually surprised. But I'm also used to leagues where they're just grabbing them like left and right, like it's nothing.
Well, what's the max that you normally see? Average.
Well, here's your
max
roster right here. This is actually a
number.
short roster compared to what I'm used to. Normally there'll be 2 quarterbacks, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, tight end. You got to flex sometimes 2, kicker defense. Now the bench is going to start warming up. The benches are going to be crazy this year.
Oh,
and for everybody looking crazy, yes, I did get Alvin Kamara, even though he's suspended. Wait till he comes off that damn suspension is all I got to say.
There you go.
That's
You're
right.
looking
Wait
down
till
the
he comes the
future
hell
there.
off that
That's
suspension.
that's a smart play. That could
I
be a
said it
smart
before,
tactic.
Rich, and I'm gonna say it again. That man got 6 touchdowns in one game a couple seasons ago. It was bananas.
Yeah. I was just saying, New Orleans, they're going to be on
one of my homeboys. He's a Saints fan.
cylinders.
I said, "Yo, man got 6 touchdowns in one game." He said, "I know."
Yeah, with Carr there, he's just like that's
Absolutely.
a good combo right there.
Absolutely. This should be a good season from what I'm seeing so far.
Well, I would have to say the last 5 to 10 years, every season gets better than the last one and stuff like that. It's just like football as a whole. A Giant fan, and it's not really that great. There's more hope. I think. There's more hope that Mets will go a lot further. Buffalo, they're expected to, but if they don't,
Buffalo is a Super Bowl favorite right now.
They're a contender. Yeah, I would say they're a contender, but they're not.
Well, they're right behind Kansas City only in the AFC. In the AFC, only behind Kansas City. Only. Yeah. And I will say only because Cincinnati has been exposed. I hate to say it like that.
Yeah, I'm still hurt from last year when Cincinnati beat the Bills.
I believe
and stuff. They could have won that game.
Your team is now on the clock.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Give me my man. Thank you very much. Go ahead.
There you go. Okay. There you go.
Brother.
Do you see these QBs? I got Geno and Aaron Rodgers. Do I look worried to anybody?
Do I look worried?
I got Geno and Aaron Rodgers. I am not worried.
It should be interesting. That's cool. Who'd you get for quarterbacks, Brian?
So far, I have Justin Herbert.
Okay.
But I am, however, though, a point of interest. And I'm not saying.
Oh, he's keeping it because that could reveal his next couple.
Hey, Brian, you ever see Blade 2?
Sort of.
What? You gotta look at what? You gotta ask for permission?
Yeah, there we go. You have to.
Well, to quote the Princess Bride, get used to the disappointment.
Come on, Glick. You're holding up the whole damn draft. Know it all, show it all off, talk about it all. But I understand your thinking. I understand that.
Wait, he could think? I thought Wookiees are instinctual.
No, all the shit he talks grows out on his face. I can hear him already. You're so jealous of my beard. No, I'm not.
No. All you gonna hear is
I know he ain't running out of time, dude.
4, 3.
Your team is now on the clock.
Interesting.
Oh, look at
You
it.
got Ayuk. That was a good pick. Ayuk is a good pick, all jokes aside. Where am I at? I'm not trusting OBJ yet.
What?
I'm not trusting him yet. I'm gonna take a shot on you, kid. I'm gonna take a shot on you, kid. There's a lot of high hopes for Drake London down there in Atlanta.
Okay, there we
All
go. That might be the sleeper that might come through.
I'm not sure, but I'm gonna take a shot at him.
Yeah. Well, you're saying the quarterback. Like I said, I don't know about the Atlanta quarterback there. I don't know nothing about him other than the fact that you guys just told me Brett Favre being his he wants to emulate him, which
Brian's pretty big behind Heineke. And that's cool.
Yep. Yeah, I just haven't been paying attention. I was like, what? Where'd he go?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say, I said it before, I'm gonna say it again. Big ups to Smoke, Ted, Brian, y'all for being here, helping me get this draft set up because
he got Bass. Captain Rehab took
y'all
Bass.
really did help me out with that. All jokes aside.
Captain Rehab got Bass, the kicker. He's a good kicker from Buffalo.
It's the team. It's the team he's on.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, he looked pretty good in preseason. So what do I know?
Hey, Glick, tell Nikki I got her number one running back. That man's supposed to be Derrick Henry 2.0.
Who?
Najee Harris. Same size as Derrick Henry. Runs the ball the same way as Derrick Henry. All he has to do is stay uninjured. And all the Steelers have to do is give him the damn ball.
Who's the player of the squad?
The squad is, I think it was JoJo.
It's going down to the wire here. Going down 5.
All right, I'll be picking. I got this phone call. Brian, you got it.
Okay.
Brian?
Yeah, I got you. Oh, I'm on the clock. Say what? Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay. Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Your team is now on the clock.
There we go. I got to look at the main screen because I'm getting a habit of looking at my Surface 3, and that's like it's like one pick behind there and stuff. It's like I got it on 2 screens here.
Yeah. But as you're looking at it, you're like, whoa, he grabbed him. Oh, look, he grabbed him.
Yeah. This is very interesting. I'm enjoying. This is really interesting as far as not being part of the league, but to actually see who y'all are picking.
It's like who we have the most faith in.
Oh, Mr. B says, what's that? STG. I'm fighting Ted. Okay, you're fighting Ted as far as getting picks, or JoJo, in the chat there. Are you getting good picks, JoJo? You getting what you want? And do we have any other league players in the chat there other than JoJo, Mr. B? I'm going to shut this one down. I just go on my main screen here and watch this now.
Oh, shoot. How did I overlook him? Okay. All right. I got him. Okay. We're good. Yep. Okay. We're good. I'm not too confident on this one, but he's a 50-50 deal. But then again, the team he's playing for, that's what makes him a 50-50 deal.
Shut that down here.
Your team is now on the clock.
On the clock, the Mayor's Council. And we're going to wait.
Oh, if it ain't
gonna
one thing,
wait.
it's another.
And we're going to wait
If it
longer.
ain't one thing, it's another.
We're going to wait longer.
Not longer, not much longer. I'm here. I'm here and I'm on it. I'm here and I'm
Hmm.
on it. I'm here and I'm on it. And I will try to
Multitask, man.
do this.
Oh, look at you go.
Yes. Mr. B, I see you over there stage. I'm fighting to Mr. 3.
And
Ted, you still there?
Period.
Glicker, you still there?
Mr. B's still
he's
in the chat.
I got him.
What happened to my camera here? What happened? Oh, there it is.
All you Periscopers,
okay,
look at this. Everybody misses Periscope. Jeez.
What are you trying to imply?
I said it.
My camera's flickering. I'm going to back out.
You're good.
I'll
You're
bounce
good.
back up. Good now here? No, that's not. It's flickering.
And for all of you alcoholic singers, rest in peace to Jimmy Buffett. All of you wrestling fans, rest in peace to Jimmy Buffett. All of you Margaritaville attendees, rest in peace to Jimmy Buffett.
I blew out my flip flop. Stepped on a pop top.
Mm-hmm.
Cut my heel. Had to limp on back home. But there's blues in the blender. And soon it will render. That lonely concoction, it helps me hang on.
Of course, you know the words.
Wasted away again in Margaritaville.
Uh-huh.
Searching for my lost shaker and salt.
This is why you can't take people places, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna try to come back, isn't he? Dun, 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 dun. There he is. Dun, 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 dun. Got you, Mitch.
Okay. I had too many tabs open. I think it was clogging up.
All righty. Let's see what that I got to look over.
How many rounds are we now? We're up round 12. Pick 7. Looks like we got 15, 16 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. How did this guy get missed?
Your team is now on the clock.
He was low on the rankings. I saw him. He was low on the rankings. He truly was.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll take you.
All right, we'll see.
Was Carr as the quarterback? I think he's going to be getting a lot of throw twos.
Yeah, he was low on them numbers.
Because I mean, like, I had Devontae Adams last year, and man, like Derek Carr, and Devontae Adams connection. It was nice. It was very nice. Very nice. In fact, it was so nice. So nice.
Quick was picked quick on that one. Oh no, he's coming up. Okay. Big after big old nasty thing here. He's thinking. 40.
Yeah, this is where things start slowing down now.
Yeah.
Now you're warming up the bench.
Yeah. Filling the slots.
All right. Okay. Well, I got my guy now. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I believe this is golf. What is he doing?
He's testing you.
Yeah, he's taking it right down to the ones. There we go.
That had to be okay. He had to pick him as a kicker. Yeah, he was thinking.
Yeah, he's thinking. He's thinking on
You
that
do
one.
want him as a kicker, but I get it. This dude, yeah.
Your team is now on the clock.
Shit, already? Alrighty. Ooh. Breathe.
Get him on nerves. Get him on nerves. Get him on. Yeah. I'll chance him.
Oh, another one from Tennessee.
You are brave.
No guts, no glory. No sacrifice, no surrender.
No sacrifice, no victory.
No victory. You're right.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Smoke taking a little bit of time here on this one. Or no, this
6
is you.
left. We got 2
this is
picks left.
Brian.
We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen.
This
We
is
are
Brian.
almost done.
Brian's on the clock. I'm sorry.
Very excellent broadcast. Thank everybody for coming through.
Yep.
There go Ted.
There he is, the man, the legend.
Oh man,
from New York or down in the island, Long Island.
There
Hey,
go Ted.
Ted.
what's going on?
Oh, there he is. Okay.
You okay over there?
Yeah, brother-in-law's here.
Oh, okay.
Brother-in-law's here. They arrived, as I was telling you, behind in pre-production. They arrived in like 12:30 at night.
Right.
So, Ted, are you getting everything you wanted in this draft here?
For the most part.
Yeah.
I'm just doing 3.
I mean, this is the first time I've ever seen a draft here recently. From when my old Yahoo days and stuff like that, it was a little more basic than this. This is a little bit more. It's like, wow, this is interesting. The clock and everything.
Oh
yeah.
Throw it all up there.
Wicker PS says hello to you, Tony.
Oh, Wicker Epps. What's up, dude? What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming through, man. One of my fellow Cantina folks. I gotta follow you back on Twitch. Just followed you back, man, so we good. He's got a sports lounge room over there. I think they're gonna be watching games with him. He told me I could post this over there in his room, so I appreciate him for that.
Go. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to expand, man. Who's this? Brian?
Yep. Wait, who took my guy? Who took my guy?
I don't know.
Oh, come on now. I just had. Oh, God.
Your team is now on the clock.
Yes, I is.
Tone, did we ever get the 12th team?
No, we're down to 10.
Oh, we're down to 10. Okay.
We're down to 10.
So that still works.
Yeah. This is what was wanted. I will say that. I had to drop somebody. I got to let them know, too.
Okay.
Who is this? Rich is back.
Yeah, okay. We had a quick brownout, I think.
Oh, okay. One spot left, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this over with. Oh, that wasn't smart. That's going to be the talk right there.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw a glitch in my decisions, but that's all right. I can fix that later.
Oh my goodness. Captain Rehab is still in the house for
Yeah.
the Fantasy Football League?
Yeah, it's going to be there. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Got a pretty good balance on everything right now, so.
Your team is now on the clock.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Carr.
That's what I'm seeing. Exactly.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm
I thought he was a lot
seeing.
more
That's what I'm looking at.
Wow. Oh, that's interesting.
Don't believe in
That
them.
is interesting.
People don't believe in Derek Carr.
Yes,
I think they're going to have another. Oh, get it going, Tony. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go.
that was a tough one. That was a tough one. That
Oh,
was a tough one. League is set. Man, you getting your ass whipped. Golf on say he's whipping ass this year.
now everybody, Tony. Everybody in the league, can they look at other players' rosters
When you
and
go
stuff
to the
like that
league,
as
yes.
far as-
When you go up against, when you got to see who you're playing, it'll show you who they're.
Oh, but before you play them, you can't see.
Well, you can see
So-
other teams. Yeah, once this is done, you can see.
Oh,
everybody's
okay.
roster.
You can see what their roster is.
Let's
Okay,
go
that's
to the
interesting.
rosters.
Yeah, as far as setting up matchup to matchup. That's cool.
He said, "Don't
That's
take it
cool.
personal. You better take a bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go, like Jermaine Jackson said." Nah, this was fun though. We did this pretty quick. This also,
You know, it'd just be interesting if you're able to see who was left over
yes, that's where you're free. That's
after all the
free
picks
agents.
are, because I'm real curious because that Carr thing, I thought Carr was gone
Mhm.
already. I'm really, which, like Ted said, you know, who's Carr? You know, as far as he's got a year to prove it, but I think
These are your quarterbacks who have
From
not
what
been
I
drafted yet.
yeah,
Russell
it,
Wilson, no Jordan
okay.
Love, no Matt Stafford, no Pickett, no Kyler Murray, no
And
Bryce Young, no Garoppolo, no Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield, that's the one
He's in-
Michael Bathurst says is going to have a good year
Yes.
this year. It's like, oh, he knows football.
Thanks for attending the NFL Draft.
That's it,
Best
ladies
of
and
luck
gentlemen.
this season.
Good luck, fellas. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Stafford is 2 years removed from the
The
Super Bowl, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yes. And cats ain't dealing with him.
nobody took Wilson.
Russell Wilson's fall from grace, man.
Well, we'll see after 3-4 games and stuff like that. He might be a good pickup for a backup. And I don't know about Stanford. He's just
Jordan Love is up there. Nobody's following him.
yeah.
Bryce Young is still up there. You said he had a good preseason. We're gonna see how his regular season goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Garoppolo's still out there. Mayfield's out there. Brissett's out there. Trey Lance, nobody got him. Nobody got Dalton. Nobody got Wilson. Nobody got Darnold.
Nobody
that
got
could be-
Jerry Judy, Mike Evans.
Yes, none of that craziness. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. I don't know a bunch of those guys. Running backs.
Wow.
Nobody got this guy.
It's the waiver wire.
Yeah, it's gonna be a huge waiver wire.
And you got to factor in that we usually, well, last year we went 12 teams, so there's going to be a certain amount of players that are left over.
This is blasphemous. Cordarrelle Patterson was not drafted. We need our answers.
Wow.
And we were just talking about it too.
Yeah, we were. Yeah, he's like one of the number 1 picks, I believe, on CBS Sports there for fantasy. Saw his name.
Oh my goodness! Who else we got that hasn't get picked up?
So yeah, we were just talking about him.
Yes, we will. Picked all around. Tyler Boyd, the Bengals didn't get picked up. Lazard didn't get picked up. Gallup didn't get picked up. Thielen didn't get picked up.
Oh yeah, Adam Thielen didn't get picked up.
Jesus, what are we
Well, here's
doing
the factor
here?
now. You're instead of going 12, you're going 10. So that's probably why we have some of these. Yeah. So that's the difference what we're looking at right now.
Valdez Scantling didn't get picked up. This is blasphemy. Slayton didn't get picked up. Rondale Moore, he's actually on my radar, but he's not getting the ball enough. Hardman, I know what's going on with him, but he should still be looked at. Tight ends, Kimmett didn't get picked up. Higby's going to call somebody. Somebody should have grabbed him, and I can almost put that myself. This dude not getting picked up at all is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Quarterback.
Too gimmicky.
Well, no, he just does it all. But Derek Carr's up there now.
Yeah, I think they're going to be doing some things with him. Let's see. Mr. B, I didn't pick Pickett from what JoJo's saying on the chat here.
Yeah, you didn't pick Pickett. It's all right. He out there. I'm not going to grab him. You can have him.
Kickers.
And those been around for a while.
Yeah.
Sanders, McLaughlin. Nick Folk's been in the league for a while. Jeez, he was with the Jets and the Cowboys 10 years ago.
Nick Folk.
Philly.
He's still around?
Yeah, he's exactly.
Yeah.
I got to get going, guys.
All right, man. Be good, bro. Appreciate you coming through.
Pleasure for having me.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
Peace.
Good seeing you again, Tony. Or Brian.
Bengals defense didn't get picked up. Giants defense didn't get picked up because of numbers, I think that's a numbers game.
Yeah.
Defense,
and then Jaguars.
Commanders didn't get picked up. Chargers didn't get picked up.
Steelers, Lions,
Yeah.
They had a good defense last. Titans, wow.
Yeah. Saints defense, Cowboys defense. Cowboys defense, number 1 in the league last season.
And let's see.
This is bananas.
Raiders, wow. Bears.
Yep, didn't get picked up.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, there, yeah. That's interesting.
There you go.
Now, how many points do you get for the defense? If
I think the points are, I just left everything standard. I didn't change anything.
Mr. B is home from church now, as far as he's watching. You got to go to confessional for that, there, Mr. B. Watch this. Oh, wait a minute, that's a Catholic thing.
How everybody picks.
This is very interesting, though, Tony. This is
just show people how to do things, man. I'm just glad everybody was here. If they weren't here on the live, but they were here for the draft, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh, there we go.
See if I can go to mine real quick. Leave that. That was cool. He's home now. This dude.
Oh, what happened there? Bring it back. Here we go. So, Ted, did you get everybody you wanted?
For the most part.
Bart and Tony?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not disappointed in who I drafted. I just got to see what the results are going to be.
Very interesting as far as aspect. Is like I said, the last. Well, I was in a fantasy football league there, the paid league I told you I was in, but I wasn't really in there because I didn't really have. I had some input, but I didn't because the guy that was, me along with another guy, we're just in there for the money, and we probably broke even on it. A different aspect on that. It's just like, okay, he knows more about football, so make the picks. And even though I was a little bent on the shape, not getting Josh Allen and stuff. But this is interesting. Very interesting as far as
I can't pull up my team yet. I don't know what's going on.
Oh. Well, you got to figure. There's he comes back.
There he goes.
He comes back to give us some. Did you get everybody you wanted, Glick?
I didn't get anybody I wanted. No. I'm actually pretty happy, and I feel like I found a couple sleepers that everybody was sleeping on. So
okay, there we go. That's interesting.
Typically, I went a little Browns heavy. Typically, I don't, but I couldn't help myself.
And you were running the clock right down to about 2 seconds on quite a few picks there.
Yeah, there was a couple of them because I was debating between guys and looking at my roster and seeing what spots I had filled and what spots I needed to fill and where I needed more backups. You bye weeks because, as we've learned in the past, if you don't pay attention to them bye weeks,
yes,
they will bite you hard.
Bite you hard. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So I was trying to look at that and strategize in my head as I'm drafting. Strategize. It's one of those Glickisms. I'm happy. I'm happy with my team. I'm confident in my team. Yeah. I'm confident my team's smacking the shit out of Golf Hawk's soft ass squad.
Yeah, don't say. I got rehab week 1.
I got golf week 1.
He got Tony Pollard.
Oh, there we go. That's the Dallas Cowboy Giant game right there, Glick.
Oh, is it?
If you want him bad. Oh, wow. No, I would have to say, Tony, this is almost more fun watching as a spectator here on your broadcast. So again, I want to say thank you for.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is cool. The Sunday thing. I mean, it feels more like football than it did yesterday. You know,
this might be the most football people get all day. I think a lot of people are going to be drafting this weekend.
There was a lot of college yesterday, but I just was not feeling. Other than hearing the headlines and stuff like that, and Notre Dame kicking ass and stuff like that, and then this morning hearing about Dion and the shocker didn't even know his 2 kids were playing with them. So that to me, that's. It's like, wow, when did that happen? I've been following Dion. Everybody wants him to fall and stuff like that, but I think his team gave him a win there to say otherwise.
Right.
I was happy for Dion yesterday, and Colorado coming out and playing the way they did against, granted TCU got completely dominated in the championship game, but they were in the championship game last season, and Colorado's been kind of people haven't cared about Colorado in a long time. There's a lot of hype and everything behind him with Dion, so I was happy for him yesterday. But
Dion, they made the win yesterday, and that's going to make him feel good because of all the real world trials that he's going through in his life and stuff like that. To be able to, that should help him in there. But that was a really good win there, college wise.
Yeah, unfortunately, week 1 you get all the fluff schools and. Michigan played East Carolina, and one of my buddies who's a Texas was like, "Oh, it's a good thing you guys beat up a vocational school." And I'm like, "You guys play Rice with the deaf and blind?"
That's what they used to say about St. Bonaventure's way back when it was a vocational school when they had the welder guy there for their center that got it.
Yeah. I was like, "Y'all played Rice. Calm down."
Oh God.
But the first couple weeks of college football, you just kind of it's kind of like preseason because you get to see your guys get warmed up for the season. They get the lighter schedule for the big schools, and like the head coach for East Carolina, they were just excited to play in that venue at the Big House yesterday.
Yeah,
he didn't have major expectations or anything like that, but he was like, we get to showcase our guys on a huge stage right now.
Mm-hmm.
So. But yeah, next Sunday, football is back finally.
Well, starting Thursday, going into
Thursday night.
Thursday night. That's going to be a good game, and there's a lot of good games on that first week and stuff. So it's just and like I said earlier, the preseason, I'm really excited about, more so this year than last year, because I've watched more preseason this year than I have probably in the last 3-4 years total, stuff like that, because of just with the new players that are coming up, and then just the Aaron Rodgers factor that's a continuing story, and I'm really curious. It brings individuals that I would have to say I'm not the most smartest guy in football, but then not to say he doesn't know it, but when you hear Michael Bathurst talking about football, and as long as I've known him over there on their previous platform, he never really talked about football. And I'm like, well, where's that coming from? So it'll be interesting, that dynamics when you get that in there and stuff like that. And his perspective and stuff like that, because I'd be more apt for him being up in Canada, talking about Canada. So I don't follow Canadian football. And it's like, I guess it's below college football, basically, almost. They still play it, and
they still play it. I mean, rules are a little bit different, but
slightly. There's just a few different rules if you look at it in the USFL and the XFL, in a manner of speaking, especially in the extra point category. I don't think that'll ever come to the NFL. I don't think, as far as they're set, and and I think in preseason, correct me if I'm wrong, Glick, Tony.
Yes.
This year, I don't think there was a lot of pass interference. That years past, they would have been thrown a flag, but this year they're starting to really look at, well, would that really have mattered, instead of just automatically going for
That's been going on about the past couple of seasons.
That's a takeaway this preseason. I'm going to be interested to see it, because I think that's always been a concern over the last 3-4 seasons, a couple seasons.
Yeah, like Tony said, that's something that they've been kind of juggling and dealing with the last couple seasons, because
it could be a game changer.
It's those two positions, with wide receivers and whatnot, they're going at each other all game long. It's going to get a little physical. It's going to get a little handsy.
Yeah.
And in years past, they've gotten a little ticky-tacky with some of the, we're going to call pass interference on this, where some guy barely touches them, but then you see a guy get a handful of jersey, swing around, and don't call it pass. And it's like, there's no balance there for is it or is it not. And I know, like Tony said, they've been playing around with it, trying to get it corrected the last couple seasons. So be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah,
to say the least.
Because I don't think it's really, even last season, I don't think there was really a game that came down to a call like that. But that's the fear of that type of penalty call being. It could change the whole game and stuff like that. And the refs got to be more aware of that than anything. Let's see. You got someone up here on the chat there, Tony.
What we got here?
Drop Warren for Tony.
You speaking specifically wide receivers? I think it's Chef Fanibi. Appreciate you coming through. Week 1. I don't know.
I think
week 1, I can't answer that right now. I think everything's up in the air right now. In all honesty, we're going off of reputation more than what they're doing. So I don't want to give you a wrong answer on that one, but I don't know. And I'll just be honest with you. Tony's not getting a lot of the numbers, even though his name has been out there. And Warren, like I said, it's week 1. This is going to be brand new. Everybody should be good to go, and everybody's going to be amped. We don't know what anybody's going to do.
I think it's going to take at least the first 2 weeks to see where all these teams are. The dust starts settling on where the teams game week 2 or 3, as far as that goes. I think in years past, it's usually in the 4th or 5th week because. But then again, you look at Cincinnati; they had a crap beginning last year, and they just came on like barnstormers on that second half there and stuff like that. It still pisses me off them beating the Bills. That's football, It's just like so.
Well, yeah, and it's curious because, and that's gonna be the thing. Like, even with this draft, everybody was quick to get their players, and then I think now between Thursday, before that Thursday night game, you're going to see some movement in the league. Players that late round, like you were, Tony, you guys when Ted was up here, you guys were looking at some of the players that weren't picked, and you were kind of shocked.
Yes.
I think there's going to be some movements even before Thursday night's game with people swapping people out or changing people out. You're looking at injuries. Like I know I've got a couple guys. I think Cooper Kupp is questionable. You got Kamara, who's suspended the first 3 games. So
yeah, but that's an investment right there. That's an investment pick.
No, it's a good investment. And I think him and Jamal Williams are going to be awesome together in that backfield.
Mm-hmm.
So there's going to be some movements even leading up to Thursday in the league, but that's what it's always about, man. You just change them out, swap them out. If somebody's not, giving you what you thought they were going to give you, you find somebody new.
Right.
I've got a few questionable guys. Kittle, but I just grabbed him just to grab, and Cooper Kupp, and even Joe Burrow.
Okay, so at 1.7 pick in 12-man Superflex League, should I draft Jamar Chase or Justin Herbert?
I would take Jamar.
If you got first round, I'm going to tell you Jamar over Justin, because nobody tells you to pick quarterback first round. Now, me being me, I'm taking Justin Herbert over Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase got to get the ball for somebody. Who's he getting it from? The quarterback. What position is Justin Herbert? Quarterback.
You're not wrong, but
just saying. And he's in a 12-man league. Yeah, you might want to go ahead and get Herbert.
Yeah.
You might want to go ahead and get Herbert. Gunnar Brown, appreciate you coming through. I'm just saying.
I would take, in a 12-man league, if you got the opportunity to get Jamar Chase, Herbert's going to be around a little bit longer. You probably got a chance to grab him second round or whatever, but I would snatch Jamar Chase up in a heartbeat.
I got you.
If he was,
I got you. But Herbert gets numbers.
No, Herbert gets numbers. I'm not, I've ran with Herbert the last 2 seasons, and if I have the chance to get him, I'm going to get him again. But if it's between Jamar Chase and Justin Herbert, I'm taking Jamar Chase all day long because. Let's be honest. We know that Cincinnati can't run to save their lives.
No.
And Joe Burrow is going to throw the ball all day long to Jamar Chase.
Yeah, he's a thrower.
That's why I said what I said.
Jamar Chase is going to put numbers up.
Jamar Chase is going to get numbers because he got to get the ball for somebody. Who's he getting the ball from? His quarterback. What position is Justin Herbert? Quarterback.
He's not his quarterback.
No, I know. But still, if you're going to look between the two, and it's the first round in a 12-man league, you want the high number of people first. And then you start coming down off of that. I think just
and your wide receivers and running backs are going to be the give you the more money than the quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's and like I said, Glick ain't wrong.
Yeah.
He's not. You don't pick QBs early, but on that situation, man, please, you got to take Herbert first.
Well, that goes to like I said, I would still. I know there's logic in that, but for me, it's like I guess I'm old school football where. You're going to pick a quarterback first. That's your captain and stuff. But
so, just for comparison, Justin Herbert is ranked 11th in the quarterback position.
Okay.
He had 281 points last year in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase.
I don't even know what league this is. I'm sorry.
Jamar Chase is ranked number 1.
What's his points?
He only had 242 points last year,
still more
but he's projected at 313 this season.
Yeah, so that's still more. That's
okay. If I pick Jamar Chase first, I might be able to get 2 in a second, or I can get Herbert and try to get Riggs or AJ Brown. I like your second. I like your second option better than your first. I'm not a big Tua fan, even though Tua gets his numbers. Tua is fragile to me. And I'm not even being disrespectful. Tua is fragile.
If Tua is healthy, he's dangerous. But unfortunately,
he's fragile.
He has been the healthiest guy.
Yeah.
Track record.
I like your second option, Gunner. I can't front. I would take Hubbard and then try to get AJ Brown or Riggs. Definitely AJ Brown. Herbert and AJ Brown is nice. That's a nice combination. If that happens.
I think Herbert will still be available in the second round in a 12-person league because here's the thing: most people don't grab QBs first
That's
round.
what, exactly.
No. That you're right there, collecting stuff.
Most people are going to go running back or wide receiver.
Running back, tight end, running back, wide receiver, and then quarterback.
But so quarterbacks are usually safe up until the third round.
One year I picked the defense first, and they were like, "Why you do that?"
He meant Diggs.
Diggs 40 points a
Diggs is
game.
on another team though. Where did Diggs go? He's not with the Bills then.
Stephon Diggs. Oh, he meant Diggs. I was about to say it was Riggs. I'm like, who's Riggs? Stephon Diggs. Oh, let's see what
he's with. He's not with the Bills now. He's on another. Did he go to the Chargers?
Yeah, he's with the Bills. Stephon Diggs is still with the Bills.
Oh, is he? Then who was the Diggs I was looking at?
It's still with the Bills right now. Yes.
Yeah, no, I mean, defense was the very last thing I picked. They always are.
I picked them up, and they were like, "Why'd you do that?" So they kept putting up 40 points a game. I'll grab their asses.
But like I said last year, and I've said
you're right. Okay,
defenses and kickers are interchangeable week to week, unless you got a defense that's consistent and just smashing people, or you got a solid kicker like McPherson out in Cincinnati. Outside of that, kickers and defenses are interchangeable. Look at the matchups.
Right.
Yeah.
I do that a lot, and except for last year, I was fortunate enough to land on the Dallas Cowboys, and I just ran with them pretty much the whole season.
Yeah, last season you did that?
Yeah. Dallas and Cleveland. Cleveland had a few good games defensive wise. Fortunately,
right.
I had picked them over Dallas that week, and Cleveland defense put up like 30 points, and I was like, okay.
There you go.
But I was looking at the matchup, and it was Philly versus Dallas, and I'm like, Philly's on fire, and I know Dallas's defense, but let me go ahead and take a chance here and fade out.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to drop down. Appreciate y'all for being here. Rich, Glick, Ted, I know you're busy over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to get situated. I got some stuff I got to do. I have some messages coming up. Thank you, gentlemen. The rosters are set. Everybody go for yours. You should see.
And as always, Tony, I want to say thank you. Good being with you, Glick, hanging out here on Sunday just as an observer and stuff like that. It's fun. As far as
absolutely.
Plug your shows. Go ahead, Rich. Plug your shows.
love talking the football, especially on a Sunday. And I'm looking forward to this upcoming season here. And it's just going to make it more interesting.
Plug your show, Rich.
Oh no, that's Fireman Rich. Just Google Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at. I'm here on Twitch, repurpose over on YouTube and Rumble, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and stuff like that. I don't go as long as these guys go. I'm not that young anymore to go that long. It's like
yes, you are, because you did it about a month ago.
No, let's just say you guys were
last
night, and I was going to sit down, but we were watching the movie. We saw this movie on Netflix. It's sort of a foreign flick, but it was a nice movie. And I go to the missus. I see Glick is on with Nonsensical Nonsense with Jeff. We can watch the movie, and I can catch the tail. But I appreciate hanging out with you guys as always. It's always great, and it really means a lot. So thanks a lot.
Absolutely.
What
you got?
You already know. You can find us Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, Nonsensical Nonsense Podcast, 7 p.m.-ish. And we're on all the social medias. Just Google Nonsensical Nonsense. You'll find us. Go show us some love.
I can't do that with these guys, I swear.
I'm a very opinionated motherfucker.
It's backwards, Rich. It's backwards. Y'all see me?
No, your camera's
Football League.
Is it?
I'll be up here Sunday mornings, preferably 10:30, 11 a.m. Try to get something in a half hour, maybe an hour and a half before the game starts. Just do a little recap, do the stats. Yeah, it might be the camera's backwards. I got you covered.
I miss my camera.
Definitely going to do a little bit of NFL rundowns. Check it out, the positions, fantasy football aspect, game aspects for everybody out there, for the sports fans. You'll see me also as the random multi-broadcast. I tend to do music video shows, try to cover some current events, a little bit of sports, kick out a couple of comments every now and then, preferably hip-hop. So if you're not a hip-hop fan, you may not want to be there.
I'm not a hip hop fan. I still listen to it.
Absolutely, absolutely. You all can always find me at Linktree, Tony D. That Original. That's me right there. Follow me on my Twitch, my Twitter, my YouTube. What else? My LinkedIn is on. No, my Mixcloud is up there. I am on Rumble. I'm trying to add Clapper on there as well, but I can't get them to come up here, so I can add it to the streams. I was working on it. I got to get my custom RTMP work done. I may have some time tomorrow to work on that. Happy holidays, everybody out there who have the holidays off. All of us do not have the holidays off. I do know that. What else we got? Sunday Night Smoke podcast should be on tonight, 7:30-ish. Always check me out there, my man Ace World. You see my man Ted over there. Ted, go ahead and plug
and there's Last Minute Ted.
Last minute.
Last minute
Ted. Real Ted Hicks. And go to latenightparents.com. That's about it.
That's it. Definitely. Gentlemen, I appreciate you all once again. I'm going to drop down, go get him situated. Bazinga and all that good stuff. I'll catch y'all next week, man. Appreciate y'all. Thanks to all who was in the chat. Let me not forget the chat. We got JoJo. We had Randall Rick. He just popped in, another last minute guy. That's all right. Gunnar Brown, appreciate you coming through. Is a Shifanabi. Appreciate you coming through. Wickerps, my man, Do over there on Canteen. Appreciate you coming through. Fat Golfer, thank you for coming through. Just making sure I didn't forget anybody. I will see you all next Sunday morning, preferably, hopefully. I think everything's going to be in place to be here. Y'all enjoy the first week of football. We'll see y'all soon.